Hello students, this is Smriti Singh. Welcome to your own channel LLS with SS. Today I am going to teach you about the fertilization in humans. In last video I taught you about the pre-fertilization event. Today I am going to teach you about the fertilization event in humans. Okay, so let's start. Fertilization in humans. We know that what is fertilization. Okay, we know that what is fertilization. Fertilization is the fusion of female gamete, that is ovum, with the male gamete. Okay, this is the male gamete. This is the simpler diagram of the male gamete, that is known as a sperm, and it is ovum, the simple diagram of the ovum. So this is ovum is the female egg, female gamete, sorry, it's a female gamete and it's a male gamete. So we know that fertilization event means the fusion of the ovum and the sperm. So how this process occurs, let me teach you about these things. How the ovum fertilized, how the sperm fertilized with the ovum, how this process occurs. Let me discuss with the help of this diagram. This diagram will help you to learn about the fertilization, what is the fertilization event. So let's see. This is the diagram. I tell you what is it. Suppose the ovum is oval shaped. We know that I taught you in the previous video. We know that this is the oval shaped. Okay, and oval shaped ovum is a single cell, that is a gamete cell of a female. It is sex cells of female. So I draw this diagram of a section of it. Okay, you just see this portion. Okay, when you will see this, suppose this is the nucleus. When you bisect it, the half portion of this will look like this. Okay, so this is the diagram where nucleus of the ovum is this, and this is the surfaces or plasma membrane and the zona pellucida and all these things of the ovum layers. So how the ovum layers penetrated by the sperm, this diagram will teach you about all the things. Okay, let's see how the sperm penetrates the wall and the plasma membrane of the ovum, and how the sperm release their nucleus inside the ovum. Okay, we know the structure of the sperm. This is the simpler structure of the sperm. You know that this is the nucleus and this is the acrosomal vesicle. This one is acrosomal vesicle and this one is the nucleus of the sperm. In fertilization process, this nucleus and the ovum nucleus is necessary, or this need to be the fertilized with each other, because this sperm nucleus carry the characters of the male body and the this ovum nucleus carries the female character. So both the characters need to fuse to form the zygote. Okay, so when you will see this, the surface of the ovum and the surface of the sperm touched with each other, and after touching with each, the acrosomal vesicle release the acrosomal fluid inside it. Okay, acrosomal fluid. When acrosomal fluid act on the wall of the ovum, this acrosomal content penetrates and breaks the layers of this zona pellucida, the layer of the ovum. So you just see step by step. This is the step 1, it's the step B. Step 1 is showing you that just touching part of this all. Okay, this is the touching layers, and that something different. The next step is penetrating of the penetrating the wall of the layer of ovum, the wall of the ovum, by the help of acrosomal fluid. And another is things you just see, after some times this acrosomal fluid penetrates and break all the layers, zona pellucida and plasma membrane, all the things penetrates, and this sperm parts going inside the wall of the ovum. And after that you see, this is the step C and this is the step D. In third step, you just see the nucleus is releasing inside the ovum, okay, releasing inside the ovum, in the cytoplasm of the ovum. You just see, okay, this structure showing you that the outer layer is zona pellucida. In fertilization event, whenever the fertilization occurs, we know that where fertilization occurs, in last video I taught you about that. Fertilization means the sperm fused with the ovum. This process occurs in the fallopian tube in the humans, okay, fallopian tube in the female, and where it is fertilized, the zygote is formed. Whenever this fertilized the ovum, whenever the sperm fertilized ovum, the ovum makes a upper layer that is known as zona pellucida, okay. The plasma membrane is here, plasma membrane, this one you see, this layer is plasma membrane, okay, plasma membrane of the ovum cell, okay, this is the plasma membrane of the ovum cell. But after fertilization, this zona pellucida layer is formed because another type of or other sperm will never fertilize to each one, okay. This is the zona pellucida and this one is the plasma membrane. Under the plasma membrane there is another type of granules is found, that is known as cortical granules, okay, cortical granules. Under the plasma membrane there is the cortical granules. This one is the cortical granules, this is plasma membrane, and this layer is zona pellucida. So zona pellucida is the thick wall over the ovum. So this wall need to penetrate to raise their nucleus inside the cytoplasm of this ovum cell, okay. This one upper of the zona pellucida, there is another cell over there, you just look there, all these cells, all oval like cell over the zona pellucida, these cells are known as cells of corona radiata, cells of corona radiata. This is acrosomal vesicle that releasing the acrosomal fluid to penetrate all the things. This is sperm tail that helps the sperm to come nearer to the ovum, because we know that the sperm or male gamete is motile and the ovum is sessile. Sessile means ovum released in the bud or released from the ovary, and it is inside the female's body only, but the sperm need to reach the ovum. That's why it consists a tail that helps these to travel and to reach to the ovum, okay. And this is the process step by step I am showing you in this diagram, step by step, that is how it penetrates and how their nucleus is released inside the cytoplasm of this ovum. And this is the nucleus of ovum and this is the nucleus of sperm. Nucleus released inside the ovum, and all the tail part, neck part and outer membrane parts is outside of the ovum surfaces. Only nucleus is released inside the ovum or inside the cytoplasm of this ovum structure, and after it is fused with each other, and whole the diagram makes a circular portion, a single cell that is known as zygote, okay. This whole, after fertilization, whenever this nucleus is fertilized with this nucleus, these both will be fused with each other, and then this fusion is known as fertilization, okay. This fusion, this nucleus, sperm nucleus and the ovum nucleus, that is male nucleus and female nucleus will fused with each other, and it form a structure that is known as zygote, okay. And this zygote is diploid, it is diploid, okay. In last video I taught you that the cells is haploid, the sex cells is haploid. This is the gamete cell, it is haploid in nature, means it consists half number of chromosome. It is haploid in nature, it is haploid because it have half number of chromosome, okay. Means it is in human, so it will be the 23 only. It consists 23, and it also, the ovum nucleus also consists 23. So this haploid and this haploid will fuse to each other and make a structure, that is zygote cell is diploid, and diploid means complete number of chromosome. Okay, complete number of chromosome, and we know that humans consist 46 number of chromosome, and 46 number of chromosome is complete number of chromosome. Whenever male gamete fuse with the female gamete, it will make a structure, that is zygote, is diploid in nature. Okay, means it consists 46 number of chromosome, and this whole process is fertilization. Okay, this is the process how the fertilization occurs in humans. This diagram showing you, and I explained all the things how the fertilization occurs in humans. Okay, if you like this video, then please like it. If you like, then you share with your friend, and please subscribe my channel, then I will give you the more and more videos.